Assalamualaikum and selamat tengah hari, good afternoon. So, my name is Dr. Siti Norfatia binti Jamaluddin. I am the advisor for AAPG Student Chapter of University Technology Petronas. So, unfortunately, I'm not able to present during this general meeting for this semester. Due to my other commitment. Actually, I'm having a physical meeting and seminar for a project under Erasmus. Before you all proceed with your general meeting, let me just give you a brief overview for those who are already in the geoscience domain. You guys might already know and familiar what is AAPG. For those who are not coming from the geoscience background or not from the oil and gas background, what is AAPG? AAPG stands for American Associations of Petroleum Geoscientists or Geologists. It is actually originated from, of course, United States, but now it has expanded its chapters to all over the world. In Malaysia itself, our headquarters is actually under Singapore office, which is under APAC, Asia Pacific, and this is the website that I'm showing in the first page over here. Is the website for AAPG, where you can actually log in and register as a student account, and also you can find a lot of information, including the resources, publications, as well as webinars, access, and so on. So for those who would like to understand more about the new energy, the green energy, not just about the oil and gas, about the carbon capture, how it is work, how it affected, how the oil and gas industry are contributing to the carbon increase in the carbon generations, but how also oil and gas industry are actually giving back by contributing back to the society by converting the oil and gas reservoir into the carbon storage. It's all can be accessed and available through AAPG website. So it is not just a learning society. This is not just a learning society. It's also a society that connect students, academia, and also the industry, as well as the local people or the general or non-scientist people. Okay, so before we go into the details of AAPG in UTP student chapter, let's take a look on the leaders that we have. So recently, AAPG has just elected the new high coms, which now we have president-elect from term 2023-2024 until 25, which is Madam Deborah Zachary. She is actually working at the Auburn Energy in Texas, while the vice presidents for the Middle East and Asia Pacific is Mr. Saeed Al-Hajri from Saudi Aramco, and the secretary is Ms. Sarah Spencer Barnes from Chevron Houston. So you can notice that all of them are not coming in from the academia. They comes from the industrial. And these people, they have a very close relationship and passionate about educating and sharing the knowledge with the academia. So anyhow, the AAPG student chapter in UTP is officially registered under the AAPG. So all the funds, all the activities, you can actually subscribe and compete along with these other AAPG student chapters around the world. So I believe our president, Mr. Irfan, will elaborate more on these potential activities. And I really encourage all of the students, even individual efforts or group efforts, to participate in a lot of AAPG activities and initiative. As examples, I myself is one of the mentor for AAPG, Women in Science. So I have actually ongoing currently mentoring final year students and master students from different parts of the world. I have a few from Africa, from Europe. So we communicate regularly through email, and then after we got quite close, we exchanged the phone numbers, we exchanged our social media, and then I encourage them on how to choose their specialization, selecting their internship locations, and so on. So this is not just a community that within Malaysia you are exposed and have the potential to go beyond, in fact go beyond Southeast Asia, go beyond APAC. So that is all about AAPG, and as part of my contributions to my other project, which is known as Erasmus. I believe Erasmus is also quite a common word for many students. So I am actually involved with an Erasmus project known as, the project title is Marine, Coastal and Delta Sustainability for Southeast Asia, or the short term is MARE. As you all see, the name of the project itself is involving a lot relations to the geoscience domain. And the term sustainability is one of the terms that is very in, the trend is very in nowadays, apart from the carbon capture and CCUS. So what is it about? This is actually a project that is collaborating international institutions from Malaysia, Germany, Italy, Vietnam, Estonia, and also it is funded by the European Union under the Erasmus Plus capacity building for higher education. So the aim is to promote sustainable governance and management of coastal, delta and marine socio-ecological systems both in Malaysia and Vietnam. And we in the Southeast Asia, the partners in Southeast Asia will learn a lot from the partners from the European countries, especially to develop on the tertiary educations and how we can be benefited from it. So these are the project objectives, which actually give positive impacts not just for Malaysian and Vietnam partners, but also for the other countries. What we did is actually we have a lot of organizations, so the mobility among these partner universities, especially UTP, UTM, Bremen University, Catania University, and so on, we regularly send staff and students for research attachment, for training, for summer school, PhD and master program, as well as for university. As example, for University Kuala Lumpur, they do not have a postgraduate program yet in their campus. For the campus in Lumut, what they did is they sent their final year students to have exposure on this topic. So this is some of the pictures on the activities conducted. This was before the COVID kicked off, where they do the project meeting in Bremen, and then after COVID ending, the MCO ends, we went to Catania in Sicily, Italy, where we conducted our project meeting and did a lot of activities over there. So not just about that, locally in Malaysia, encouraged by the collaborations between MARE and geological societies, which is involving the Institute Geology Malaysia, IGM, and GSM. We conducted a lot of activities to enhance the MARE activities, such as the National Workshop on Coastal and Marine Geology and Deep Seabed Mining. As well, we conduct a lot of webinar series related to this coastal and marine environment. So the European Programme for Education, Training, Youth and Sport is actually parked under the Erasmus program. We have a lot of activities. As part of this project, is one of it is Erasmus Plus. And for students specifically, we have Erasmus Mundus Joins Scholarship Program. So for those of you who are listening to this recording, if you are interested to further your study in the overseas, especially European countries, you can actually apply for Erasmus Mundus Joins Master Scholarship Program. We have evidence, or we have already successful students graduated from UTP who apply for this Erasmus Mundus and went for the program, and he actually come back and serve the country, but he did not pay any cents. All the sponsorships, including his tuition fees, accommodations, traveling, and so on, were sponsored by Erasmus Mundus. So you can go to this website, search Erasmus Mundus. It is under Erasmus Plus Education Program, and you can see how you can actually apply for the scholarship. You might not be able to you might not interested in the scholarship. You can also go for traineeship, where you can get internship placement as well under this Erasmus program. So for further details, you can actually visit our Facebook and website for UTP, because we already featured this project in UTP website as well as in several other social media. So I wish all of you all the best. Make sure you enjoy being a student here in UTP through AAPG-Student chapter, and please provide your support to the HiComs. Thank you and have fun.